So here's a video I didn't think I was going to make, but you crazy sons of guns done went and made my ARMS video my biggest video of 2024. With every video I put out, I always want it to be well received, but I truly was not expecting that much love for an ARMS video, which proves the point I made in that video: the ARMS community is alive and well. I got hundreds of comments on that video, and I'm pretty sure I interacted with damn near all of them. I love hearing you guys' stories about how it became your favorite Switch game, your want for a sequel, and I even got a few using my video as a reference before buying the game. So I take credit for about 5% of ARMS' recent sales. I expect a check in the mail soon, Nintendo. But between the funny comments and stories are some comments actually challenging some of the points that I made in my video. Like how I said ARMS has no alternate attires, which was quickly debunked by you guys in the comments. Apparently by pushing the left stick in and moving it up, down, left, or right before hitting select, it'll give the character an alternate skin. An extremely convoluted way for a simple palette swap. It also took me like 10 minutes to realize how to do that, which little did I know was a perfect precedent for the rest of this video, because another thing you guys pointed out is that I didn't get the true ending when finishing the Grand Prix at level 4 difficulty. You see, as far as I could remember, Headlock was always the game's final boss, and beating him rewards you with the credits and a special scene for the fighter you chose. But while playing the game for my first ARMS video, the character of Dr. Coyle stood out to me and definitely had the style and name for a boss type character. In fact, I intentionally played with every fighter except for Dr. Coyle, as the thought of picking her made me feel like I was cheating. And I don't know if this is a thing that rests on the collective consciousness of every ARMS player, because I've never fought against the Dr. Coyle online either. Thanks to you guys, I'm headed back to complete the Grand Prix, this time at level 6 difficulty, for a true ending. I decided to use Ribbon Girl with an alternate color and hop straight to it. I chose Ribbon Girl because I figured her multiple jump ability would aid me in this fight, and before we got to the end I can say I was kinda right. Also, I think this goes without saying, but I'll be using the Pro Controller for this. Having the separate joysticks, Joy-Cons worked for a level 4 or even fun play online, but this was serious. Pro Controller serious. My first fight was with Springman, and immediately I realized how differently I had to play compared to other difficulties, because it took me 4 tries to beat Springman. I thought this was going to be a walk in the park. Man, this true ending better be worth it. My next fight was against Helix, who I thought would give me a harder time because of his absurd mobility and stupid Guardian arm, but it took me no time at all. I was a bit nervous about fighting Mechanica until I realized that it was V-Ball instead of a fight. If you guys didn't see my first video, V-Ball stands for Very Explosive Ball, and the goal is to make sure that when the ball explodes, it's not on your side. Easy peasy. It's also at this encounter where I realized 2 things. I'm so thankful that every match is a fight and mixes in other game modes, especially at this difficulty, and I'm locked in with Ribbon Girl. There is no turning back. ARMS allows you the ability to save your progress wherever you are during the Grand Prix and pick up where you left off another time, but you can't change your character or you'll have to start over, and I got an ending to reach. I'm not starting over. Fight 4 against Master Mummy is where I felt genuine rage for the first time. I couldn't even get a shot on Master Mummy, and even if I did, he had that stupid ability that healed him whenever he blocks. And I lost several times before I had the brilliant idea to save and go unlock more arms for Ribbon Girl. If you don't know how that works, please refer to my first ARMS video, link will be down in the description. With a set of fresh new arms, I defeated Master Mummy, and my hope to get this video out sooner rather than later was restored. Fight 5 was against Lola Pop, who again, I thought would have been a bigger challenge, but her AI is all defense, no offense, and for one of the rounds I literally just waited out the clock, and it was no problem at all. Fight 6 had me scared because it was against Min Min, but that fear went away when I saw it was just basketball. I mean, she wiped the pavement with me the first time, but I didn't stay down for long, and it was no problem. Second try is a charm. Fight 7 against Misango was equally as annoying as Master Mummy, prompting me to change Ribbon Girl's arms as well as unlock more, and I don't think the arms helped me as much as Patience did, as I also started winning rounds by just waiting out the clock. Fight 8 against Twin Twirl was similar to Lola Pop. She always kept her distance and had 0 offense whatsoever, which allowed me to go 2-zip against her. Probably the easiest match I've had in the run so far, and to have it so late in the run was surprising. Fight 9 was against Ninjara, who is like an S-tier character with the most OP ability in the game, being the ability to Invisidash after a block. Still easier than Master Mummy, and beat him no problem. Now, we've arrived to the reason for this video. Here's where things start to get interesting. On difficulties 1 through 3 of Grand Prix, once you beat Max Brass, you get a congratulations and that's it. No celebration and no credits. On difficulties 4 and 5, at the end, Max Brass is taken over by Headlock, which unlocks a secret 11th fight. Beating Headlock gives you a celebration and the credits, but on difficulties 6 and 7, Max Brass is replaced as the final boss after getting punked by Dr. Coil. This fight took me so many tries. The amount of times I saved and left to go unlock and change my arms was not ideal, but a lot of it was trial and error. Again, Dr. Coil's AI blocks all of my attacks, prompting me to lock in because the only way to really hit her was to punish a punch she throws a literal millisecond after she throws it, while at the same time dodging the punch she threw. Eventually I realized it'd be easier to just let the time run out. Hey, I didn't feel good about it either, but I was looking for any strat after like my 14th attempt. After beating Dr. Coil, I felt so good. I was like, oh my gosh, I can finally start making this video. And it only took me like maybe an hour? I thought this was going to take me way longer. You know, maybe I should just keep my mouth shut sometimes. At this point, it was like 1 in the morning and I could not believe my eyes. I saved, quit, and slept on what I just witnessed. I had to fight Dr. Coil with Headlock, and what made this even scarier is, unlike Max Brass, Dr. Coil and Headlock's team up was consensual, as Headlock was created by Dr. Coil. And this is when a new strategy had to be born. There was an infinite timer, so I couldn't time cheese my way out of this one. After realizing that fighting Headlock head-on was pointless, and changing my arms so many times, I decided to play my own version of defense and constantly dodge and use Ribbon Girl's multiple jump ability to evade all of Headlock's moves until I felt absolutely comfortable to punish him. Only really taking a chance to punch or get close when items dropped into the arena and when my special meter was full. I lost so much to Dr. Headlock that at one point I just stopped recording because I figured I'd be here for another couple of hours. And then something cool happened. I could feel it. I could feel you guys' support pouring through me, and I did it. After a genuine 12 tries, I beat Dr. Coil. We get an extra scene where Dr. Coil destroys Headlock, and I thought we were going to become friends after she realizes that, you know, she's not all powerful and she has that villain has a moment kind of thing where she goes from bad to good and maybe shakes my hand, which probably wouldn't be possible because of her giant coil arms. But she just destroys Headlock and vanishes, and Max Brass reveals that he's still alive, and this made me laugh. When he's speaking, he's just saying his name like almost what Pokemon would do. We get our championship, we get the end credits, we get a badge, and we get some in-game currency. If that was the ending you guys wanted me to see, I think the journey to get there was more satisfying than the ending. Although, it does interest me in Dr. Coil even more. If revisiting this game taught me anything, is that my patience is improving so well. Pace yourself, pick your moment, take your shot. Speaking of which, I want to see this video do just as well, if not better than that first one. I never asked for any goals, but if it does, I'll go back in and actually beat it at level 7, the highest possible difficulty, and even get a friend to go through the co-op with me. Deal? Deal. I really hope I don't regret saying that. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was such a pleasure making this video. It was a pain, the gameplay part of it, actually going back. I know a few of you in the comments who I responded to telling me about the ending, that I should definitely go through and see the true ending. A lot of good ARMS fans out there. You guys have no idea the support on that first video, how much that truly meant to me. Similar to, like, I didn't expect it to blow up as much as it did, and you guys surprised me. And it's been feeding me, and it's been feeding my family, and it's one of my more favorite videos. I oftentimes go back, as a creative, it's really hard to go back and watch stuff that I've made, hear me speak, see all the flaws and what I could have done better, gameplay-wise, editing-wise, everything. But, like, you guys have easily made that one of my favorite videos. I love the engagement. Thank you guys so much for all the comments and support and challenges, and prompting me to go back and make this video to kind of, not redeem myself, but I guess kind of make up for those little mistakes, and now I have 2 ARMS videos to look back on in my videography catalog thing. So yeah, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Comment, so many comments. I love talking to you guys. Subscribe if you're new, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.